Good morning. Today is the 24th of September, and this is the 2023 British Leyland or BL Autumn Rally at the Milton Keynes Museum. Not quite as many cars as there were here last year, that's probably due to the weather, but still a good turnout nevertheless. It's the Metro and Rover 100 section, and we start off with this early Metro Mark 1 upper specification with those headlamps, 82, 83 on a Y. No rear seatbelts fitted. We've got slots for them, but we haven't got any seatbelts. It's an HLE with the economy gearbox. Bit of a contrast here with this Rover 100 Cabriolet, 95, 96 on an N. Still got a manual roof with windy windows and things. 96, this is a 1.4 with the single point fuel injection. Love the wheels in that, they look great. I think it's a homemade Metro pickup, this one. 83, 84 on an A. Some nice parts down there for all your Metro and Rover 100 needs. Mark II Metro City here on an 88, 89. Late Mark 1 MG Metro on a B. It'd be 1984 then, because the facelift into Mark II was I think October 84. We'll have a look at that Rover 600 a little bit later on. Is this a Metro GTA, viewers? Certainly looks like it. Ooh, that's to recognise that interior. Yeah, it's a GTA, 1990 to 1991. Correct wheels for it as well. It's rare I've seen a Metro GTA with correct wheels these days. Later car here, Rover 100 114 SLI with the optional leather interior. No airbag though. Fantastic. Quite a late one actually, 1997, 1998 plate. It was production finished December 97 due to the Euro NCAP crash test results, which were not good. 83, 84 on an A. Metro L. I wonder if that's just a 1 litre. Could be. So we've seen a GTA, now we've seen a GTI. It's a GTI 16 valve. Beautiful condition that is, I think, Nightfire Red actually. 1991, 1992 on a J. In absolutely superb condition. That's like concourse condition. Amazing. We like that, viewers, very much. Another one of these early MG Metros, 83, 84. Oh, and the best Metro of all. These aren't the original wheels, I don't think, by the way. They're off a Rover 100, but yes, a beige leather interior and a beige leather remember steering wheel and wood. Yeah, this has got to be a Metro GS, hasn't it? Yes. Oh, okay, I want that. I think it looks great on these Rover 100 alloy wheels actually. 1991. That's very tempting. I want to leave them on the windscreen actually. Better resist though, viewers. We've got enough cars as it is. Very, very early MG Metro on an X. Will be 1982 only. Nice looking engine bay on that. And then another Rover 100. I think, yeah, with the same or similar wheels on it. On a P, 1996, 1997, chrome door handles. Those weren't standard, were they? That is a Knightsbridge SE with some modifications, I think, which is a body kit. 92, 93 Metro 1.4 SI which is like a bit below the GTA and the GTI. In fact, here is a GTI with the correct interior of red seatbelts like that one had. Red seatbelts were very common with these. Called the lightning interior, this from memory. That's what it was. Yeah, there we go. That might be a personal plate, but actually could be the original one, I suppose. Yeah, about 91, 92. Another GTA here. Again, I think those are Rover 100 wheels with a pastel interior. It'd be 94 because the 100s came out early 95. Ooh, a Metro 1300 Turbo. Very, very nice. 88, 89 with the correct wheels that they had by this stage. Red seat belts, of course. I drove a very similar MG Metro actually on the channel about a year ago, but it was just a 1300, not a turbo. My goodness me, that is extraordinary. Not only because we've got this old Transit here, but that Metro's been sitting somewhere for a very, very long time, hasn't it? Thanks, 16 years, thank you. 1.3L, very late A-series engine Metro, smiley face Transit. Goodness gracious me. It's a bit of a contrast here to the immaculate looking car that was at Festival Exceptional, owned by Sean from Morsels and Motors. 83 Metro 1 litre standard with all the bits removed, like passenger door mirror and that sort of stuff, all taken off. And that's the way people like them. This is a bit different. Rather than bits taken off, this one's got bits added in. It's got a VVC 1.8 K series from Lotus Elise in it, which of course you can do. It's quite a common swap on Metros these days. That'll be a bit faster. This would have started life as a GTA because of the seats. So you got a 4-speed gearbox in that, that's interesting. 92, 93. Rover 100 Knightsbridge, interesting wheels on this one. No rev counter, but Knightsbridge was nice looking, and this is a lovely colour that Rover did in the mid-90s, this sort of iridescent shine on it. Again, quite a late one, 97, so yeah, production finished, as I said, December 97. And then we've got a load of 600s just turned up, which I approve of, because 600s are nice cars. I've owned one myself. We had another 3 on the channel in addition to that one. Let's see if we've actually got some destination on the back. No, that one, the original plate probably is actually 90, 94, 95. Very, very late one. Probably one of the like run out specials, 1999 to 2000 plate. Probably like a 618 IS or something like that, with leather interior. Yeah, the special run out models tended to have a bit more equipment. And then we've got, gosh, how many cars that I've already filmed are actually here today? Another one. Now the family who owned us have got 2 almost identical Rover 618s. This is the other one that they have. Not the one that I filmed. They're almost the same, but they're not quite. This is a 98. The other one I filmed was an R plate. They are the same colour though, which makes it incredibly confusing. 3 Nightfire red cars in a row. Wow. We'll start with this one with a spoiler. This actually might be a 620 Ti. I'll have to look at the information sheet and see. I know it's just an SLI, so it's got a TI spoiler on it. 1997. Very nice. Don't know about those red wheel nuts. I like the headlamp protectors though. Oh, a very late one indeed on a V. Oh, with a beige leather interior and wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. Most agreeable. And then we've got a 620 Ti. This time it's sort of definite because it had the badge actually put on it. 1999. Yes, the most desirable 600 of all. The 623 IS was the early performance model with a 2.3 litre engine, but that is the later one with the T series, which turns in the opposite way from the Honda engines that most of us have had. Let's go for the land crab section now, viewers. There's some very nice land crabs here. This is a Wolseley 6, 72-73. Absolutely, again, typical colour of the era. BL did some lovely colours actually. This one is an auto. You could also get a manual. The 6s came out in 72, so quite an early one. Contrast here with the earlier 1885. This is a Mark II, 69-70. Another HRS 69-70, an 1800. See on the back of here actually how some of the rear lights were very different for different land crabs actually, which is interesting. Actually quite a few Wolseley 1885s here, mostly automatic. You think about the demographic of the owner of a typical Wolseley at the time, but then that makes a lot of sense. Again, 69-70, someone's actually very proudly placed these on some little pieces of metal here. So Mark III here, Morris 1800, 74-75. Yeah, it's different. Rear wings for the Wolseley. I never realised that before. So, Austin 800 Mark II, like the one that I filmed on the channel last October. That was a very early Mark II. This is a much later one. On a sort of 71-72 plate. Earlier Wolseley 68-69 on a G. Then again another one of these Mark III's 72-73 on an L. No base leather interiors so far. Sure we can cope there, can't we, this? Then an 1800 Mark II S. I think these had a bit more power. Again 69-70. Seems to be the most common year for land crabs is on an H. Umbrella handbrake. Yeah, 9 left on the road. Sports version, 95 horsepower. Wonderful. V registration, so 79-80. Triumph. TR8. I'm glad I was careful about what I said. This would be a Solihull built car actually. It's been 1980, but it was the boot lock, which for change when they moved back to Solihull. They had 3 different places they built them: Speke, then Canley, then Solihull. SD1. I think this is a Vitesse. Yes, it is. 85-86 on a C. That's very nice. I wonder if there already are SD1s here. I don't think I've seen any so far. So 086, so quite a late one, and registered by the Rover Group themselves, or Austin Rover they were at the time. Right, it's maxi action. First of all, a late maxi, 80-81 on a W, just the L. By this stage, there was only the 1750 engine in production. I think this is the only maxi 2 here today. There is a Series 2 and a Maxi 2. They're different things, which is a bit confusing, but there we go. This one's got yellow headlamps. 1750, this one. like the one that I drove back in, I think, March 2022. Just a 1750 rather than 50 HL. The HL was a bit more special. Another 1750 here, 71, 72, that is 75, 76 on a P. Nice sports steering wheel. I really want to have a go actually in one of the later Hydrogas Maxis. I think it changed about 77. This though is a very early Maxi. This is a cable change Maxi with the Austin badge lettering at the front of it. So I think they changed that about 1970, so 69, 70, that makes sense. Came out on a G. Some nice seats in there actually. They're not the standard ones, they look nice though. So very late pre-Maxi 2 this one. 1980 it would be, 1750 HLS is the absolute top of the range at the time. With the Austin Rover logo, but no Austin Rover company quite yet. 7778 Maxi 1750. Yeah, 1750, no trim level. Rather like this one. 78, 79 on a T. Russet brown, I think was the name of this colour. And we've got another cable change Maxi here. 69 only on a G. Very, very early Maxi, this one. With that early steering wheel on it too. Deluxe, that might be a 1500 actually. I wonder if there are any other 1500s here at all. Most of the other, I think all the other rest of them, apart from that other cable change one, are 1750s. This one, 70 to 71, be an early rod change. Yeah, 71. Early facelift. Ooh. Here we have an HL, very nice. 78, 79, with some, I think these are Triumph Stag alloy wheels actually, which look fantastic. And then another Maxi 1750. You can see actually that these two shades of beige are very different. That's actually really lovely. I said lovely condition. Both versions in lovely condition, aren't they? Wonderful. Oh, thought I'd finished for Land Crabs Tours, but we've got another one here. That's very nice, isn't it? It would be an S probably. Yes, it is. 800 Mark II S. Back to very familiar territory here, viewers, with 1989 to 90 MG Maestro Turbo. These are worth a lot of money now, viewers. We would like to have a go in an MG Maestro Turbo, but whether that'll ever happen, I don't know actually. Oh wow. Triumph 1300, very late one actually. Be a 1970. Let's see where they're going to go. Also, this has turned up actually. This Allegro Estate. We'll look at the Triumph first. Yeah, very last year of production for those. Absolutely extraordinary. Fantastic. Yes, this Allegro Estate is another Series 1 estate. These are absolute hen's teeth for Series 1 estates. This one hasn't got a different coloured door on it or anything. It's the Allegro Super. Wonderful. MG Maestro 1600 with the S Series engine. These were only made for about 6 months. The earlier MG Maestro 1600s had the R Series, which was a bit of a failure. But we've seen this one before. B702 VAT is quite a well-known car, so 84 only. By contrast, 1990 to 1991 MG Maestro 2 litre I rather than EFI. The very late ones like this weren't badged EFI. I actually drove one of these, a red one, at Great British Car Journey earlier this year, and it was, well, it was absolutely fantastic. These are brilliant cars. Very, very, very agreeable indeed. Ledbury Maestro, sorry, no, not Ledbury, not late enough for that. Almost at the end of production for these at Cowley. This will be 93 or 94, but just as like a sort of clubman or something like that. Maestro's lived on for a long time, a very long time. Another one of these late MGs, again the 2 litre I version, 1990 to 1991, same colour as the one that I drove at British Car Journey. Maestro 1.3L. I think we're just after the Austin badge got taken off the cars, so F88, 89. Contrast to this, wow. This is one of the early Maestros with the early dash in it. It's an 85. My gosh, it's for sale as well. No budget reviews money, fantastic. 07813 711 769. Excellent. Yeah, I mean it's paint's not consistent all the way around, but it doesn't matter, does it? For £1,000. Fantastic. It's actually got an MOT as well. Then we've got a Maestro van. This one's got a petrol engine in it. I have checked when I came in and it has got one, so that's good. 86, 87 British Rail. I think they call these the 500 van version. There we go. Someone's also put a padlock on the back. So this, I think the wheels on this, I'm actually not sure whether the wheels are right or not. It might be a little bit too early for this car, but this one, this is 88, 89 2 litre EFI MG with some nice mud flaps as well. Oh, we do like the O Series engine Maestros here and Montegos. More R8 action here. We'll have to go and have a look to see if there's any more that come in. And something very agreeable as well, a Maestro Mayfair 1986. The Mayfair didn't come in till early 86. This has got the later dash in it as well, which actually is quite prone to cracking. I've seen plenty who have had them. So I have driven a Maestro Mayfair. This is a 1.6, the one I drove was 1.3. Another one of these 2 litre EFI MGs, 86, 87. We've got some friends down here as well. We've got 3 different little friends. Very nice. Right, we will, I think, go round past this 8016. Look at the last 2 remaining Maestros. Very shiny looking Maestro 1.3L here. 88, 89 on an F. And we've got a Maestro 1.6 SL here, which sort of replaced the Mayfair effectively. There was also an LX, so yeah, 80, 89, I think 88, sorry, 89, 90 this one will be. They actually only lasted till 1990 when all the sort of nice Maestros started to be discontinued, which is a bit of a shame. But there we go. We like luxury in this channel, viewers. We also like ADO 16s, and this is a 1966 Wolseley 1100. My favourite of all of them actually is the Rileys, because you get luxury and a rev counter. With the Wolseley, you get some luxury, you don't get a rev counter. You don't get that either on the Van der Pla versions. 68 or thereabouts. This is an Austin. This one, yeah, it's an Austin. That one is 1300. It's a Mark II. So looking to see if I'm right about the year on this receipt. Yep, I thought so. It's 68. Morris 1300, 69 to 70 on an H. Let's not fall over here, viewers. It's not a GT actually. There is a GT here, which we will see in a moment. Actually, there's another one there. Austin 1300 GT, 72, 73. I've driven one of these actually. It was not this colour, it was the colour of the other one. That would be a Mark III. And then we've got another Wolseley here, this time a 1300. So you can see wood and can't remember if it's leather or vinyl actually, the seating in the Wolseley, but it's very nice. But no rev counter, never mind. This one is a 68. And here's the Van den Pla version years. Thought this one would be turning up at some point, and here is one. We've got the tiny little bottle, a little crystal glass, and a beige leather interior with wood. Very nice. 7071, 6970, 1300 GT. Yeah, the one I drove was in this colour. It looked just like this one actually. That was a bit later. It was on a K plate. Something very rare here. This is a 1300 Countryman, like the one in Faulty Towers. But much later than that, this is a Mark III, 7273, with the fake wood panelling on the side. Very 70s, isn't it? We do like that very much. Another Wolseley 1300 here. This one's an automatic, 6768. It's actually built 67 and registered 68, so sort of right in both counts. Another 1300 GT, 71, 72 and a K. Very, very agreeable cars, these, really agreeable. MG version 1300, two-door. I think it's the only two-door here actually. The four doors obviously were more common. 68 to 69 on a G, and we get a rev counter. It's a nice colour, that one, but my favourite is this Riley, because you not only get some luxury, you also get a rev counter. Showing discontinued them in 69, and this is indeed a 69. Sometimes there were badges of Castrol, sometimes there weren't. This one just says 1300. But yeah, very nice. It's actually got the original plate on it, I think. And then very, very early one to finish off with. Morris 1100, I think this would be about a 63 or something like that. Different dash, I think, than the Austin versions. Very, very nice. So since came here a bit earlier, we had some other stuff turn up. Such as this Triumph, big Triumph Saloon. Quite a late 175, 76 registration on a P. Is the 2500. I think the 2500, this is Mark II. Should be like an S or something like that, but maybe they just had a 2500. The 2.5 Pi had been discontinued by this stage. Here's that 1300 again. I think 1300 TC by this stage, unless I'm wrong. But yeah, on a J. So around the time that this car was made, they actually introduced the Toledo and the 1500, so it's one of the last of the 1300s. Let me just check the rev counter of this 75 years. Had a few more R8s turn up since I was here in part 1. That 75 we can't discuss viewers, because we don't talk about diesels on this channel. Look at these wheels on this one. And that interior, that's a bit special, isn't it? I don't know. No, but I imagine it's been heavily modified. That's actually got the R3 dash in it as well. This car's been totally modified. It's got an MG steering wheel. So, goodness knows what that solid life has. One of the very last 3-doors actually on an N. Another 3-door. Alright, here. Being 93 actually without the little grille. 220 GTI Turbo. That's a rare one. 214 SI, very nice condition actually. 1993, 1994 registration. This will have the grille, yes it does. And we've got another 220 here through GSI. I've never seen so many 3-door R8s in one place before actually. That's fantastic. A couple of R3s as well have turned up. 1998, 1999. By this stage we didn't have the individual trim sort of on the back of it, so I don't exactly know what it is. 214i actually, so that's quite low in the lineup actually. The 211 was even lower than that, of course, by this stage, because they introduced that to replace Rover 100 we discontinued. MGZR 2003. Forget the name of this colour. Then we've got another 216 GTI 91, 92. This will be the original front end. Yes, it is. And then we've got another FDH Tomcat here on an N. Ooh. This one seems to have a beige leather interior. I approve. Definitely approve of that. My gosh, just really, they're all the same colour. I think it's Tahiti blue is this colour. See the back end of this one, it's got quite a different number plate plinth from even the other FDHs, this one. Yeah, with the aircon. I'm surprised how many FDHs actually survive. This one I think is just a standard 220, 94 to 95 with some hundred protectors, and I think if we go down here we're going to find yet another one. And so it is. More FDH action and more beige leather interior goodness. Anyway, that's it for part 2. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and leave a comment below, and we shall see you again very soon for more incorrect information.